Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for June 27, 2018. Roll call.
Val Gomez,
Present.
William Allen,
Present.
Rena Guzman.
Present.
Next on our agenda, we have the minutes of the regular meeting of May 23, 2018, and the minutes of the regular meeting of June 13, 2018, and the minutes of the special meeting of June 1, 2018. Can I entertain a motion to approve as written?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, we have no new correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item on our agenda is bid opening for the 2018 resurfacing project from engineering.
Okay, so we have 3 bids. The first one's from Wash and Kelly, located at 1700 East Main Street, Griffith, Indiana. Okay, so total cost is $4,454,400. 4454400. Now,
Could you read the award criteria number as well, please?
award criteria figure $4,392,038.40. 4392038.40. Second is Gallagher Asphalt, located at 18100 South Indiana Avenue, Thornton, Illinois. Total base bid, $3,897,000. 3897000. is Matt in the audience? By any chance? Matt? I'm not seeing the award criteria. Sorry, it is $3,838,545. 3838545. The award criteria figure. And the last one is from guess I gotta open it in order to find out. Reith and Riley Construction, located at 7500 West 5th Avenue, Gary, Indiana. Total base bid is $3,603,761.95. 3603-761.95. Award criteria, $3,603,000. No, I'm sorry, that was the base bid. Award criteria figure is $3,510,424.51. 3510424.51. And that is it. And so Neese Engineering conducted the design for this. So come the next Board of Works meeting, they'll provide a recommendation for an award. Also the notice to proceed and hopefully the contract. But we'll take the bids, make copies, and send it over to Neese tomorrow.
Okay, and that'll be next meeting, so we'll put that on the
Hopefully
agenda.
next meeting, all that will be taken care of.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. Next on our agenda, opening proposals for demolition of 3903 Evergreen. It's from the Building Department.
James Watarating, Building Commissioner. This actually is an emergency demolition that was ordered for 3903 Evergreen. It was a gas explosion there. Walls were very unstable, and the Acton submitted the lowest proposal at 13. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Just had it up. $13,875. They have since been given the permit to demolish, and the property is down.
875?
Yes.
And you said Acton, right?
Okay, and this was an emergency, right? This was an explosion?
Yes.
Gas explosion, I believe?
Gas explosion. The walls, the walls were completely exploded to a point where it was unstable. The floor joists were not resting almost on anything anymore, and just very dangerous situation.
And the building is down now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Acton's already completed demolition?
The building is down. They haven't, finalized everything.
Okay, all right. Any questions or comments?
Just to be sure to give Olga a copy of the proposal.
Okay.
And also, you're following up with a lien?
Yes.
Okay. There be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the buildings department request for an emergency demolition awarded to Acton in the amount of $13,875.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next on our agenda, we have quotes for the facade program. This is from planning.
Okay, let's see this one here.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We, as you are aware, the Planning and Economic Development Department has solicited quotations for four city-owned properties to improve the facades of these properties. The easiest way to go through this is if you have this spreadsheet in front of you. Okay. This spreadsheet basically lists out the quotes that were received and what the pricing has shaken out to be. And our recommendation is going to be to award Royalty Construction for two of the four properties, and that will be the 2105, 2107 Broadway, as well as the 3727 Main Street with the optional brickwork that you see at the bottom. And we recommend that you make that award. We, at this point in time, recommend no award for the other two properties, as we will continue to evaluate our options along with the property values.
Okay, so Royalty will get
2105, 2107 Broadway, and 3727 Main Street, which is at the bottom. The first one at the top and the bottom one at the bottom. And just noteworthy, it will be the $56,000 plus the $3,600 for the optional brickwork. That would be our recommendation, and no award for the other two properties. It may be a little confusing, as there are two addresses associated with one property in the GIS system, so we've just designated it that way, even though there are two different addresses to ease confusion.
These, okay, this
But again, we are offering no
30
award.
for this one, and then this is here, 3727, 59,600.
okay, that was for Royalty.
Royalty Construction,
Right.
the same general, it would be the same company, correct?
Same company, yes. We will ask for recommendation that those two
Just those two.
be accepted and further, yes, that's our recommendation.
Any questions or comments to Royalty Construction?
Yes.
Proposed bids? Quotes, any?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Royalty Construction's proposal for 2105 to 2107 Broadway, the amount of $130,000, and for 3727 Main Street, the amount of $56,000 plus $3,600 for the optional brickwork.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next we move on to compliance report for Community Center Site 1 with Midwestern Electric.
Esperanza Ceja Ramirez, Compliance Manager. The only report I have to report on is the East Chicago Community Center Site 1, which I'm happy to report is already completed. This particular report is for the subcontractors working for the general contractor of Larson Danielson. The subcontractor in question is Midwestern Electric, with the original contract amount of $157,009. Potential residential damages is $7,850.45. The EEOC minority female damages is $769.34, with an overall total of potential damages of $8,619.79.
That completes your report?
Yes,
Okay. As before, these are just informational, and so
yes.
it's for the board to record. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on our agenda, we have regional services, golf course renovations from the Park Department.
Ira Costa, Director of Parks and Recreation, requesting approval for regional services for work they're going to be doing over at the golf course. They're going to be doing just regular maintenance, painting the batting cages, painting some doors and trim, and installing like a kick plate and steel door, just things like that, for a total of $6,859.
Any questions or comments on the proposal?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve regional services proposal for our...
You know what, I do have a question. Is that amount, or is it the 6,500?
It's $6,859. We are requesting from them to give us a discount because we are giving them more work. And if they do approve the discount, it'll be $6,500.
It's a 6,500?
It will be. Yeah, but right now it's not. We have to wait for them to approve the discount.
Oh, okay, so it is, the motion will be for the 6,809. Okay. No further questions?
No.
There be no further questions, I entertain a motion to approve the proposal from Regional Services for our golf course renovations in the amount of $6,859.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next on our agenda, we have from Michigan Recreational Construction, the City Hall mural project. This is from Public Works.
Good afternoon, Keith Selvey, Public Works Director. Yes, what you have before you is a sole proprietor proposal for the construction of our mural that will be placed directly in front of City Hall. I am recommending that Michigan Recreation actually would do this particular install for $27,102. Just for the record, we did reach out to R&D Construction as well as Calumet Waste and Recycling, and they both declined on the project.
And this is the one that'll be right in front here.
It'll be, yep, right that way.
Okay, any questions or comments?
I do have a photo of it if you guys are interested in taking a look.
Sure. This is the...
Any questions or comments?
No.
Further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Michigan Recreational Construction's proposal for the City Hall mural in the amount of $27,102.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next on our agenda, we have AMG Construction, change order number 1.
Correct.
Public Works.
Yes, so AMG did the work for us of painting the actual canopy around City Hall. What they encountered once they got up there was quite a few loose soffits, as well as some screws that had come loose. So they requested before they actually did the painting to make sure we secured those, of course. The additional cost of the change order was $2,800.
Any questions or comments?
No.
No further questions or comments. Entertain a motion to approve AMG Construction's change order number 1 in the amount of $2,800.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next we come, also from Public Works, Construction, Waste, and Recycling.
Correct,
This is for the Riley Road Bridge
correct.
House.
So we considered this an emergency. On last week, during our rainstorms, the actual bridge tender house, which we call it, actually the roof collapsed. So we immediately went out for some bids. We went ahead and started work because of the emergency by awarding the actual bid to Calumet Waste and Recycling, which was the lowest bid, for $28,175.60. You also have included two other bids that actually were brought in as well. They have pretty much covered it up where there won't be any rain, but they'll be continuing their work this week, and hopefully we'll be finished, I would say, in about another week and a half.
So the roof actually collapsed into the building?
It wasn't a full collapse, it was just a portion. It's not if you guys can think about it, it's not a really big building. It was just the end of it, on one of the joists. Some kind of way, I guess, over time, with wind and so forth, it actually collapsed. There was rain coming in, as well as it brought down the actual ceiling as well.
Were the windows damaged, we're replacing windows also?
Yes, and the great thing about this proposal with Calumet Waste and Recycling, within their actual proposal, it includes windows. So for the $28,175.60, that includes the replacement of all the windows around the actual building as well as the roof.
Any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the proposal from, this is from Calumet Waste?
Yes, Calumet Waste and Recycling.
Waste and Recycling, in the amount of $28,175.60.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next, we come to outstanding invoices. The first one we have from Tyco Simplex,
Correct.
in the amount of $4,240. Invoice that was dated March 23/18.
Correct. This is, again, with the final fire panel over at the police department. Initially, we were trying to fix it, and we actually paid for these guys to come out and do a service call. They did get it back working, but they suggested that we needed to replace it. And we've since did that in our last board meeting. It got approved. But this particular invoice got put to the side because initially we were thinking that what they did was not enough. So we had some people come in and take a look at, did it truly need to be replaced? And it really did. So I'm asking that we go ahead and pay these folks.
So the work's done already?
Correct.
Any questions or comments?
No.
If there be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the late invoice from Tyco Simplex in the amount of $4,240.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have late invoice, past due invoice from Trans Chicago in the amount of $277.78, dated March 22nd of 18.
Yes, this was the repair of some radios that were in a couple of our trucks. I believe it was truck 305. Some kind of way my young ladies missed this. So I asked that they did repair the actual radio and asked that they get paid.
Any questions or comments?
No.
There be no questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the late invoice from Trans Chicago in the amount of $277.78.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next on our agenda, we have from Schindler Elevator, invoice dated 3/1/18 in the amount of $1,242.09.
Yes, this is another invoice that was missed by my young ladies. This is the maintenance for the elevator over at Public Safety.
Any questions or comments? Work was,
Yes,
you can verify work was done.
Yep.
Any questions or comments?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the past due invoice from Schindler Elevator in the amount of $1,242.09.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have a late past due invoice from Mechanical Concepts. We have two invoices, one for $694 and one for $953.30, for a total of $1,647.30, and these are dated from February of 18.
yes. Mechanical Concepts submitted these particular invoices late. The girls did question, they submitted them. So the work was actually done, and we do need to pay them for some work on the furnaces. There was an issue with one of the furnaces, and I can't remember where that location was. Oh, at the Roxanne Center. The heat wasn't working, so they did come out and service the actual furnace on the first one, and then on the second one,
Is that at the fire department?
it was the fire department, yep. The blower went out on the heater.
Any questions or comments on this late invoice?
No.
Okay. There be no questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the two late invoices totaling $1,647.30 to Mechanical Concepts.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Now we have past due invoice to Cintas, also from Public Works, one invoice in the amount of $65.22, dated February 9th of 18.
Correct. As you may be aware, Mr. President, Cintas was handled decentralized. We've since centralized it out of my actual department at Public Works, and we're still trying to get a handle on getting correct addresses. I pretty much manage 15 different sites, and at which point in time, this invoice was still actually addressed improperly.
Any questions or comments on Cintas's past due bill?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve Cintas's past due bill in the amount of $65.22.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that concludes outstanding invoices. Next on our agenda is from NITCO, Internet Bandwidth Agreement from IT.
Good evening, Kevin Klosek, Director of Information Technology. The agreement that you have for your consideration is for a 1 gig dedicated internet pipe. It will serve as a backup to our primary internet service pipe that we have currently servicing our city network. The is a 3-year agreement, and the cost is $2,039.95 per month.
Any questions or comments?
No.
No further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve NITCO's proposal for a 3-year contract in the amount of $2,309.95.
So moved.
Second. It's 95 cents.
95 cents.
95, yes.
Monthly, right? The monthly price.
Yes, that's a monthly fee.
Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
And next, we have from ATN Phone Service Design Consulting. This is also from IT.
Yes, the, excuse me, the proposal you have from ATN is looking to go forward and take advantage of our fiber optic technology. We're looking to centralize the phone system throughout the city to one central phone system. And the proposal or the agreement you have there with ATN is a not to exceed $1,800 to assist in the design of the phone system.
Design on the system. Are they working on the bid specs also, or?
Yes, part of the, well, they'll design and within the design, they will have specs for each location, yes.
Any questions or comments on ATN's proposal?
No.
Any further comments or entertain a motion to approve ATN Technology Incorporated's proposal in the amount of $1,800?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next on our agenda, we have
Excuse me.
Just for Jumps from the Marina. It's from our special events. This proposal is for $22,540.50 for our Fusic Fest, I believe.
Right, we initially had another company named Cincinnati Circus. We're replacing them with Just for Jumps. The price is about the same, but the magnitude of the size of the equipment for Just for Jumps is much bigger, so it gives you a bigger wow effect.
Okay, and this is for our three-day festival, right? So,
That is correct.
any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the Just for Jumps proposal for the Marina for our Fusic Fest in the amount of $22,540.50.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
And next we have for special events, Vela LLC, their proposal to schedule and pay for the Tito Neves performance. This is for August 5th. This is for Fusic Fest at George Park in the amount of $27,300. Any comments? They basically are our agent, right?
That's correct. They are paying the artist, and we are reimbursing them the day of the festival. Because many times the artist's requirements are things that we as a city do not operate under, cash payments, things of that nature.
And so the, I guess for doing that, the increase is like 5%,
Correct,
1,300.
correct.
Any questions or comments on the proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve proposal from Bella LLC in the amount of $27,300 for our Fusic Fest.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next on our agenda, we have K&S Engineers Incorporated. This is for the Marina.
So K&S Engineers is working with the Marina, or I guess special events. And engineering is paying for the services for K&S basically to come through, provide 6 helical pilings or piers for the new stage that will be erected in the coming month. And so this is just basically a precaution that we want to take to just make sure that what we erect is going to last and not have any, issues as far as shifting.
And the amount of this proposal is $54,600.
Correct.
Any questions or comments?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain the motion to approve the proposal from KNS Engineering for our lakefront piling, drilling, and installation, the amount of $54,600.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next on our agenda, we have from Primera, change order number 10 on the Aldous Avenue roundabout.
Yeah, this is a supplement or fee for additional services for Primera, who's been working with the city. They were behind the design behind this project. And this is basically just the design to create a concrete barrier wall on the, I guess it'll be the south side of Marina Drive as you enter into the marina off of Aldous. And this is just basically to create like a buffer for vehicles driving down the street. We have some utilities that were located in the grass area, but after going over the options, this is the best option for the area.
Okay.
So the amount to design this is $4,500, and then this is basically a partnership like between the city and the state, since they provided some money for the construction for this project.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
No.
Any no questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Primera's change order number 10 for Aldous Avenue roundabout in the amount of $4,500.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
And next we have from Nice Engineering, we have change order number 4 for the Grand Boulevard project. It's also from engineering.
This change order just basically is balancing out the previous one that was brought before the board. That one included the addition of 4 speed humps, some subgrade treatment, and basically once that was installed, the numbers ran again, and this is what was left, which is $627.67. So out of the previous change order that was approved, we have a remaining amount of $627.67. So it's a credit.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
No.
No further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve change order number 4, recommendation of Nice Engineering, the amount of, with a decrease of $627.67.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, now we have change order number 1 for Community Center Site 1, Midwestern Electric.
We have 2 change orders. One is to provide electricity to the LED flagpole sitting at the front. This is the Heritage Hall location, any amount of $960. Then the second change is the installation of 3 ceiling fans in the gym. And so this is $2,526, bringing the total cost to $3,486.
Any questions? And these are both Midwest Electric?
Correct, for Site 1, Community Center Site 1.
Any questions or comments on their proposal?
No.
There being no further question or comments, entertain a motion to approve Midwest Electric's proposal for EC Community Center Site number 1.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next we have change order number 5 for the Community Center Site 1 with Larson Danielson.
For Larson Danielson, $36,089 for additional pads on the wall in the gym. Originally, it was just spec'd out for just sections of the gym to have padding, but this change actually has the whole perimeter with the red padding. And again, that's in the gym area. And then the second one is for concrete repairs on the sidewalk, basically from Johnson Street all the way to 145th. There was just spots here and there that were cracked or damaged. And then some even, before the project started, and this is just basically correcting all of it. And that total amount was $3,617, bringing the total to $39,805.
Okay, any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, we entertain a motion to approve change order number 5 for Community Center Site 1 and Larson Danielson in the amount of $39,805.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman,
Yes.
Next we come also from Larson Danielson, change order number 4 for EC Community Center Site 2.
This is for the second site, for $2,803. We are able to change the size for the lettering, for the letters on the building. That was, originally spec, so we're changing that. The cost for that is $2,803. And then the second change is basically mimicking the first site with the additional padding around the perimeter of the gym. Total cost for both, $38,892.
Any questions or comments?
No.
Be no further questions or comments, we entertain a motion to approve change order number 4 from Larson Danielson for Community Center number 2 in the amount of $38,892.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next on our agenda, we have from Collins Engineering. This is a proposed for inspection services at the pier at the marina.
Yeah, this is basically, Collins will be doing a water inspection and assessment for the existing fishing pier over at the marina or Harbor Walk. Their services will have a total amount of $19,000. And basically what they'll do is just help us come up with options for future uses for this pier.
Okay. The amount is, any questions or comments?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, we entertain a motion to approve Collins Engineering proposal for inspection services for $19,000.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Next we have from ATC, a rate schedule for 2018.
Yeah, Val, actually it's two. It's ATC and Alton Witzig Engineering. I would just like to just recommend approving both rates, used as needed. This is just, specifically for the Fitzsimmons project.
Oh,
So this is just your testing for concrete and soils, and basically just material testing.
Oh, so they're just for the Fitzsimmons project?
Correct.
Any questions or comments on AT&C and A&W's proposals?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, there's a motion to approve ATC and A&W's rate schedules for the Fitzsimmons project.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes.
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, that brings us to right-of-way applications from engineering.
Permit application number 18-02880, heavy load, Manhattan Mechanical Services, transporting various loads using from 3101 Dickey Road to BP Refinery. They'll be hauling via Indy Boulevard. Application number 18-02881, heavy load, rock solid stabilization, hauling a spreader via Maine. Application number 18-02882, dumpster application, DNR Services, at 1106 East 138th Street, used for demolition of property. Application number 18-02883, a dumpster for Suzette Jackson at 4212 Ivy. Application number 18-02884, dumpster Juan Gutierrez at 4739 Magoon. Application number 18-02885, JM Industrial at 3812 Main Street, demolition and removal of the commercial building. Application number 18-02886, Q3 Contracting at 3817 Drummond. This is alley asphalt repair work. Application number 18-02887, Acton at 3902 Evergreen Street. This is demolition equipment in the public right-of-way for demolition work. Application number 18-02888, Q3 Contracting. This is also restoration work in the alley at 3745 Drummond, 3719 Drummond, 3923 Ivy, and 3807 Ivy. Application number 18-02889, William A. Randolph at 4016. And this is for the closure of Main Street on the south side at that location for the 4016 Main Street project. And that concludes the right-of-way application.
Any questions or comments?
No.
No further questions or comments. Entertain a motion to approve Board of Works permit applications 18-02880 through 18-02889.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, that concludes new business, I believe, and we'll move on to old business. Mr. Allegretti? Last meeting, we had a letter from Mimi African Hair Braiding. I think you're aware that the Controller's Office rejected their application.
Yes.
They replied, and they were informed they would have to request a hearing, but they sent us a letter, and I think they're under the impression that we would just phone them and say, you have your license. Can we generate a letter to them saying they have to have a hearing?
Yes.
And so,
I think in the past, we've invited them to attend a specific Board of Works meeting on a specific day. Maybe I'll do that. Is that what you'd like me to do?
'cause I'm under impression, and my office is under impression that they're trying to avoid a hearing.
Right.
And I think there's some reasons we believe that. So I want them to understand that they're not going to get an answer by the phone. Because I believe they came in again and they thought we should just say yes based on this letter.
I think a prudent approach should be for me to send them a letter advising them that, acknowledging that that their application has been denied, that they wish to appeal the denial, and they wish to they have an opportunity on a specific day to appear before the Board of Works and to say their piece. So I'll be happy to do that.
Here's what we have, all the information, their letter and our letter.
If I send it out tomorrow, that'll give them more than 10 days to prepare anything they want. I'll do that.
Okay, thank you. Now we come to other business. Here we have a letter. Here we do a little explanation. Anytime a department receives any donations, they're required to bring it to a board so we could put it into the record. The police department has an event called Day of Our Youth Annual Program. They weren't aware that they're supposed to bring it to a board, so they did send us the list now of their donations that they received to date. And for the record, I'd like to go through the donations. First one is from Councilperson Brenda Walker in the amount of $100. Second one is from Hassey Construction in the amount of $100. Next, Ferrero's Towing in the amount of $500. Star Uniform in the amount of $100. Ameristar in the amount of $1,000. Midwest Electric in the amount of $100. Terry Veligan in the amount of $100. The Foundations of East Chicago in the amount of $1,000. And Darnell Lyles, 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 in the amount of $200 for total donations for their day with our youth annual program of $3,200. No motion is necessary, just an informational, so have on the record. Any questions or comments?
No.
Okay. That concludes our other business. Any other business from the commissioners?
No.
Our next regular meeting will be Wednesday, July 11th, 2018 at 4 p.m. As that concludes our business, I entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
William Allen,
Yes.
Rena Booth.
Yes.
Thank you.
Set it there for me.
Oh, we got time soon? Oh, yeah, we do.
I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Safety, June 27th at 5 p.m. We will follow the agenda we have in front of us, starting with the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we will have the roll call
Milton Reed,
here.
Richard Tremzinski.
Here.
Thomas Davis.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of May 23rd, 2018 and June 13th, 2018?
I so move. I second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any questions?
No.
Any questions?
No.
We'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carries. There is no correspondence in front of us. We will move to a new business with the building department.
Good evening, Mr. President. I'm here for Kevin Smith. He's not available today. How would you like to take the order of the properties? Do you want to go in order, or do you want me to, there are a few individuals here. If you want, we could do those first.
Yes, why don't we do that? If there's legal representation, let's take those first, and then the property owners that are here, and then we can do a catch-all for the non-represented properties.
The first property, I know we have legal representation, as Attorney Krasinski is here for 3524 Pennsylvania. He represents the bank.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Want me to just go ahead, or?
Just like to talk to the lawyers.
I'm here on behalf of Wells Fargo Bank, which is the first mortgage holder. The property is in foreclosure at this time. I do know that the borrower's daughter actually filed an answer in the foreclosure proceeding, that borrower had to be moved out of the property because of health issues, so the property is vacant. Wells Fargo at this point in time is getting the necessary bids to see what they can do with the property. The unfortunate problem is the foreclosure is pending. Judgment has not even been entered yet, so it's a minimum of 3 months before the foreclosure would be completed, so.
Have you seen photographs
I have
of the
not.
property? Just for the record, I'm going to show Attorney Krasinski photographs of the property. The property I have a photograph of is a townhome. The roof is rotting, the awnings are failing, and the shed in the rear is rotten. The yard is full of some debris. If you want, I can email those to you. Yeah, and I will email these photographs to Attorney Krasinski. It's my we want to do the recommendations at the end?
Well, we can,
Okay. It's my recommendation that because of the foreclosure action that's going to take some time, my recommendation is that we enter the order to demolish, but then stay it for several months to allow him time, to allow his client, lender, time to obtain ownership. They can't fix it up right now.
okay.
However, I would like to enter the order on the grounds that sometimes a person would redeem and sometimes a lender will abandon a foreclosure, and then we're left in limbo.
Okay, so we'll do that. So as a point of order, I think we'll go through and get your recommendations, but then we will enter formal motion for the entire list of the June 27th first draft. Okay, thank you. Would you like to speak to anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Are we done then at this point?
Yes.
Are we coming back in 3 months, or
No,
just?
no, if you want, I can send a status date. I don't have the calendar. Where did it all go?
As far as,
What's
we'll
the,
we'll email you the date of.
okay, it's going to be, let's see, July, August, September, the last Wednesday in September, the fourth Wednesday in September.
I'm looking it up right now.
Thank you. That work for you?
Okay.
So
Okay.
9/26 Davis Day, same time then, basically?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Let me know if anything changes. I'll email
Yeah,
pictures.
please do. And thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. The next individual I did have an opportunity to speak with, now I might not have gotten everybody, so please don't take offense, is 5022 Melville. I had the pleasure with speaking with the owner's sister. Her name is Lisa Pickett, and she is here. Would you like to see pictures of the property, Ms. Pickett? Oh, sorry. Sorry that you didn't know it. See, that's the problem. It's looking a little rough.
Well, they did say, my sister-in-law was saying that the debris and all that had to be cleaned up, so that was cleaned up 3 days ago, so they can come back and do the dirt.
If you wouldn't mind just stating your name,
I'm sorry.
if you wouldn't mind stating your name.
Lisa Pickett,
Lisa Pickett,
Yes,
and
I'm
you're a representative of the owner Simpson?
yes.
Okay, great. How are you?
Yes, I am showing Ms. Pickett some photographs of the property. It does have collapsed awning, a boarded-up rotted door, windows, missing siding. Part of the wall in the back has actually collapsed. Ms. Pickett is here on behalf of her sister, and her sister is exploring options of either to repair or partner with the city. So at this point in time, based on the fact that there are no definite plans for repair, and this is not actually the owner, but the owner's sister was kind enough to come today, I would ask that you please enter the order. If you wish, we can stay it while she explores her option, but I would like the order entered in case it is financially impossible to repair this property.
Okay, yes, all right. And I want to make sure that everyone here understands their options, and talking with the building department is going to be very important, so, all right.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Now, do you want me to take your phone number down? Okay, 219.
8261, she want me to give you her number also, 219.
Okay.
801, 2590.
Okay, I'll pass those under the building department, that way they can contact.
But let them do it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. All right, the next property where I was able to speak to somebody is 3805 Pulaski. The owner is Lozano. Mr. Lozano, would you please state your name so that the board knows?
Hector Lozano.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you the owner of the property at 3805 Pulaski?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm showing you some photographs. Is this what the property looks like?
Mm-hmm.
And what are your plans for the property?
I wish I could say I could fix it all, but I just don't make that type of money.
That's okay. And you can see the issue is really that rear portion. The front portion, not so bad, the rear portion. Would you have any objections to entering an order to demolish on this property? And that would at least give you some time to explore your options of either partnering with the city or making repairs or even just tearing down the back portion?
Okay, how long would that give us?
Well, at least a few months to discuss what your plans are with the building commissioner. Nothing has to be accomplished, but at least you would know what direction you're going in. And if you want, I can show the board there's.
Yes, for each of the properties, can we just take a look at it, and we'll give it back to you? Sure.
The commercial part in the front is probably salvageable. The part in the back, it looks a little rough.
Okay, so I think the best option is again to partner with the city to see what the options will be, and talking with the building department. So we'll enter the order for demolition, but certainly there is, even in demolition, there is a hard way to do it and there's an easy way to do it, and we can the building department can help you with that.
Could I have your phone number? Do you mind?
All right, 219-712-1310.
And I'll pass it on to the building department. I know, but that's not taking it to the order.
Okay, where's the
Thank you.
pictures?
You'll get notice in the mail. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen. There has to be a bid before anything can ever happen. Okay, so just if you get another notice, come back.
Okay, Chris. Attorney Cantar.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So I'll just hand these back to you so we can keep them in order.
I have them written on the front, so.
Okay, well then we can just leave a stack here for you.
You want to leave this down?
That'd be great.
Or not, it doesn't matter. All right, now the next individual who I was able to speak with before the meeting started was on 3518 Pennsylvania Avenue, Manzo. Ms. Manzo, is this a photograph of 3518 Pennsylvania?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Looks like.
And would you say that this is pretty much what the property looks like today?
Well, we took pictures of the
We got the-
property from Monday. So,
Okay. No, we're going to show your photographs as well, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Ms. Manzo also has some photographs as well. Everything looks so much better in the spring than it does in the winter, doesn't it?
I don't know. ¿Saca la carta? No, ellos ya tienen el récord. Ellos no necesitan. Hola, ¿les vas a dar? Acá está, acá está. Also, I went ahead and made a letter.
Okay, wait a minute now. This is to Attorney John Doe.
Yeah, but that's
I
the one
can't-
that I got the...
Okay, I can't take possession of this.
This is not John Doe.
Okay, John, you heard that.
No, well, and go ahead and take this letter, because it's a copy of the one.
Okay, a copy of the letter to who?
Well,
Okay, yes, again, now I can't accept a letter to someone else. This is not for this board or commission, so you'll have to take that. I can't take a letter to someone else.
Mr. Portalatin, perhaps you can let us know what the issue is with this property?
Yes, this is one of the properties that is located in Pennsylvania. I think it's 3518 through 24 Pennsylvania. The city owns two of the properties in the middle. This property was brought in. It's actually one of the properties that can be repaired. It needs a minor exterior work to be done on the property. So the owner can, I move that it be in order to repair. The owner's actually interested in that if the city would be willing to purchase it, we would be able to obtain it and maybe knock down all those properties at one time.
All right, now, Mr. Portalatin, did you say there was an issue with the roof
Yes.
on this property?
Well,
okay, the roof is 3 years old, and you gave me the permit for it, to do the work. And the only problem is that the squirrels have eaten by the eave, just under the roof. And that's where the problem is.
and that's what probably the inspectors are seeing, since they're not actually going up to the roof, but they're seeing the damage on the edges.
Okay, so for clarification, right now you're asking for order to repair,
Yes.
not an order of demolition?
No.
Okay, and it sounds like the owner is willing to make these repairs, or what, I'm saying, how did it get to this? I guess I want to say, how do it get to this stage? And just being honest, just, again, I trust that I do not have the same vantage point as your inspectors, but the property on the facade appears to be, pretty well-kept property from what I can see. So I just want to understand that the depth behind the order to repair, is it just around the roof issue? In my report, it says the roof is rotting, but what other parts are in need that was cited? Let me just hear from James first, and then we'll give you a chance. You get plenty of time. That's fine. I'm glad you came. I just want to ask this so I understand why we ended here.
I do not have the file in front of me right now,
Okay.
and there's quite a few properties in question. What I can tell you is, we went out there to write up each of these properties in line.
Okay, sure.
So we went
I understand.
35, 18, 20, 22, and 24.
Okay.
20, 22 are terrible shape.
Okay,
So this is just one that,
all right.
was included because they're all connected to each other. It's 4 properties that are townhomes connected.
Okay, all right, then let me hear from the property owner, whatever you would like to say.
Now, Mr. Manzo, are you interested in partnering with the city on this property, or no?
We're interested in selling the property if you buy, yeah.
Okay, perhaps maybe this property, because it's so much different from all the rest of them, we should maybe just set it over a month, James? How about we just not enter an order, but let's just set this one over, and then that gives them time at least to discuss what their options are. It seems, compared to some of the other properties, this one isn't requiring an emergency action.
Well, not emergency action, but before we do that, James, if you feel that the order of repair is some type of, that you need to move it forward because the repairs, I'm guessing it's not the first time the owner heard about the repair. I'm just trying to get, again, we haven't had that many order to repair, so I want to just get an understanding of if you need this as a tool to further the conversation, then we're fine taking your recommendation.
I do believe the owners are willing to comply with the orders to repair. If it were to be an order to repair, I do think that they would be able to make the necessary repairs to the property.
Yeah.
But do we need to do it today, or should we set this over a month? Give some time to discuss.
That's fine.
Okay,
We set it over.
Okay.
Maybe July, oops, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to throw things at you. Let's just continue this one to July 20.
In the meantime, if the owners obtain the
The
permits
second
to
Wednesday in
repair
July, the fourth Wednesday.
or something like that, we would be able to advise the board of the same.
Okay, and it'd be the same token. I don't know the city's interest in the area for purchasing property, but there's a little bit of a process for that as well. You will have to maybe put him in touch with, you figured out internally amongst the staff who would be the best one to make the city to make an offer if at all possible. They have to be appraisals and things like that. So, but again, first thing we have to see, the city is not in the business of just buying every house in the city available, but there may be some interest or not, I don't know.
This property can be repaired. The demolition can still be done. There's a firewall between all these properties. It just be a little more of a trickier demolition.
Right, well, this is not a demolition discussion, though. This is a repair discussion, right?
Yes, on this.
Okay, all right. Okay, you're talking for the other ones. All right,
July
okay.
25th then.
Thank you. And here are your photos.
Yes.
Can we get these photographs back?
We gave them.
Oh, you want to keep those?
Yeah, I was going to put them in the file.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
All right, now I haven't had a chance to speak with anybody else yet, so if you want to,
Okay, well, if you can just call out the properties, and then when you hear your address, you want to come up, that would be fine.
all right, I'll just go in order then. 4847 Alexander. All right, this is a property that's a 2-story residence made of rotting plywood with boarded-up doors, open boarded windows, no power to the building, part of the wall has collapsed. No one appears. My recommendation is to enter an order.
Okay, so yeah, we can take these collectively, I think, and so we can get to the people here.
4924 Alexander.
Okay.
No one appears. We have boarded-up doors and windows, rotted eaves, soffit, rear structure is made of rotting wood, and a collapsed stairway and a porch. It's missing bricks. 5021 Alexander. Photos show a vacant single-family residence with boarded-up open windows and doors. Siding is missing, fence has been knocked down, no one appears. 3820 Butternut. Oh, okay. Sir, are you here from Gonzalez Real Estate Holdings, or do you, okay. And could you please state your name?
Saad Arafat.
Could you spell that, please?
S-A-A-D.
Oh, okay.
Last name Arafat, A-R-A-F-A-T.
That one I know. All right, Mr. Arafat, we have an issue with 3820 Butternut. I'm going to show you some photographs.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Arafat, I'm going to show you some photographs, and then I'm going to present them to the board. The photographs that I am showing you, do you recognize these as being the property that you own or control?
Yes.
Okay. Does somebody live there?
Yes, it's registered as 4 units, and 2 of them are rented out, and we have rent registration, and we get a permit for the siding. So these photos are old. We already did work with the siding from outside,
Okay.
and we already had a court about it, like with Inspector Ellis, like last year.
But
So
part of the wall's missing,
that's true. That's why we have a permit for siding, and we already did like half of the work already.
and the doors are boarded up, and the windows are boarded up.
Yes, the 2 units in the back are vacant, so only 2 units are rented out.
My concern, though, is that you're letting people live in a property that's missing part of its wall. I mean, if there's a fire, there's not going to be much to stop it.
What do you mean by wall? Like,
Well, the wall, I mean, you can see, from inside, you can see outside, and from outside, you can see inside.
no, that's only the outside siding, and we already have a permit and working on it. So if you take recent photos, it's already like half of the work is done.
Okay, well, I tell you what,
And we have Inspector Ellis Foster. I mean, he knows about it, and he took the photo already. Like,
okay, well, and so this is the beginning of the process, and it certainly, and then someone from the building department will come back out and verify all that you're saying, and there is a time period to not do half, but to do all. And if all is done in a time period, you will have no further issues or action needed. So we are going to accept the recommendation, and that'll give you a chance to get the building department out, and all of it is done, and when you come back before us, it will be a non-issue. So we appreciate, keep the progress going, and certainly this definitely starts a time clock to the end date. So it sounds like you made some progress, we just need to wrap it up.
All right, do you understand, Mr. Fair? Just stay in
All right.
contact with James, who's disappeared.
I-
Stay in contact with
I just want to ask Attorney Cantor, do you have issue with someone living here, it sounds like, from safety
absolutely.
point of view, and maybe the building commissioner can speak to that. This may be a unique case.
Yeah, I do, well, my concern is always safety. When you have a wall that is partially open like that, if there's a fire, the walls serve not only to repel fire, but to contain fire, and that would make it very easy for it to spread from one unit to another because there's a hole in the wall, which would not provide a fire separation. So, I mean, my concern, if somebody's living there and they accidentally leave something on the stove, the whole building's going to go
Well,
up.
can we get the commissioner back in very quickly,
Okay.
please? Someone.
If you want, we could pass this property in because he seems to be having a rather involved discussion.
Well, just tell him to give us a few seconds, and we'll come back.
All right, Mr. Portalatin, on the 3820 Butternut, Mr. Arafat, the owner, says that there is actually people living in that one. And I have some concerns because there's holes in the walls. Is it safe for occupancy for the other 2 units?
Here's the file.
As you can see, there's a picture of a man and a dog. But, there's broken windows, there's holes in the walls. I mean, is this a safety hazard for somebody to be living in one of the units?
we already have a permit, and we covered the siding. We only have to finish the upper one, and we already started with the finish on the other siding. And so these 2 units are vacant. The one in the back, only the 2 fronts in the front are occupied. And we don't have any house. That's only the siding is falling on. That's the old siding. That's the new.
We're going to need to gain access to this property as soon as possible, because just with the exterior, I have questions of how the interior looks on this property as well.
Well, I guess the question from the board's point of view would be, we are only presented with a order of demolition, which starts a process, but if there is a public safety issue with the residents living there, is there an additional step, even outside of this board, that may need to happen? Because I don't want it to say, hey, we knew about this and we didn't really act in the best interest of the public.
No, we would have to check the interior of that property as well and see what the extent, I mean, the asphalt siding is exposed as the rotted condition and supposedly the wood in the exterior. But we would do an inspection, and it may result in a vacate order.
Okay, so for now, you're comfortable with leaving this as is and taking it as an order for demolition, and your office will take the necessary steps to see if it needs to go beyond that?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
The next property on the list is 3831 Butternut. All right, no one appears. This property does have a large hole in the roof, and the gutter is hanging off into the yard. The garage is failing. 3816 Catalpa? Okay, no one appears. This is a property that it's a multifamily, two-story, broken, boarded-up windows, siding is missing, and the chimney is failing. 620 Chicago Avenue West. Sir, are you here on 620 Chicago? Okay. Okay, no one appears. This is the brick is separating from the facade, and it is in danger of falling. There is debris on the property, partially from bricks. 37, 22, 24, 26 Drummond. Oh, I was really hoping somebody was going to come on this one. This is a very large brick residence with a dormer on the top. There's 3 buildings on 3 lots. At the time, it must have been the house on the block. It's really fantastic. It's on Drummond there. I was really hoping somebody was going to come, but no one's here. Unfortunately, it is rotting. 3916 Drummond, front and rear. Mr. Santos? All right, no one is here. There's no roof on half of the house. I believe there was maybe a fire. The entire rear yard is full of debris. The building in the rear is missing siding, and there's a large portion of the wall missing. 3721 Euclid. Okay, there's no one here. This one has a roof that appears to be damaged. The rear porch is failing. The chimney and fence need to be repaired, and the yard is also full of debris. 4025 Ivy. All right, no one is here. This one is a 2-story brick residence. Windows are rotted and boarded up, lots of debris in the yard. 4914 Kennedy. Okay, no one is here. The photos show an old residence that has a door boarded up with a rotting porch, siding, and roof. The windows are either open or boarded. The chimney has loose bricks. 3917 Main Street. Oh, okay. Could you please state your name, ma'am?
Kimberly Sansoni.
All right, and do you represent Moss Real Estate Investments, or are you a new owner of the property?
I'm a tenant.
Okay. Can I show you some pictures of the property, ma'am?
Oh, you don't even have to show me the pictures. I live there.
Oh, well, you know. I just want to make sure, because every once in a while we'll get the wrong address.
Okay.
Okay, is this where you're staying? 3917 Main?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is this what the property looks like?
Yes.
Is that a better shot?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show the board these photographs.
Yes.
Which unit do you live in?
I go upstairs right here to the back.
Okay.
The back house.
All right, Ms. Sansoni, are you planning on staying in the property?
I have no idea, because when I seen this letter in the mail, I had called the landlord and I told him, well, I don't know really who the landlord is, because...
Is it Mr. Wisniewski?
No, it's some guy, Chemo or something like that. I really don't know. Here's the paper that he had given me when I had...
Oh, Anselmo?
Anselmo Perez, yeah.
Anselmo Perez?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm the one that paid him, and I paid for the deposit and for 2 months' rent. But he is doing work on the building, just, I don't know what to say.
Can I just see your notice?
Sure can.
The notice, no, this one.
Okay.
No, I just want to make sure, no, okay, today's Wednesday, June 27th, 5 o'clock, I was starting to take...
I texted him. I sent him all this. He knew about this. I told him.
Well, nothing's going to happen today, so obviously if you paid it for rent, finish out your term, but...
3 months?
Nothing's probably going to happen in 3 months, but the owner is not here, and it's going to be my recommendation to enter an order to demolish the property. Okay, so if you do talk to him, it's not hopeless. He can always speak to Mr. Porlatin, and he can make repairs, but he's going to have to get moving on it.
Oh, he is doing repairs. He's doing the plumbing and the electricity right now. But, he came yesterday to start some of the stuff,
Okay.
and then I don't know what else happened, but if you could...
We're still going to enter the order. If you will receive another notice if this goes to bid, and then you can come back
I
here.
don't understand that.
Well, you got this notice saying there's going to be hearing?
I just happened to check the mail.
Okay, but you're going to get another one, because it's any and all unknown tenants. They usually stick one on the door.
Okay.
You'll get another one saying it's going to bid. if it gets that far.
Yeah, well, let me just explain to you. Basically, the process is that today we enter order for demolition. That sets a time period in which the building owner can make the repairs. If the building owner does not make the repairs in that time period, we solicit contractors to demolish the building. That's what she means by bids. We get contractor
And what
price.
is his time period?
Like I said, we're going to enter these orders, record them, and then we have to set another hearing, so it's going to probably be 3 months. But in the meantime, if you do speak to the landlord, he should call James. James.
And the landlord has to, the building,
Which landlord? Which one should
whoever's
I?
the building owner.
The one I gave my money to, or the one that this real estate guy?
Well, I don't know. The only thing we have is the information in front of us, and I'm not sure who you gave your money to.
To chat.
But we have the owner listed as MAS Real Estate, and they may have sold it since
Yeah,
then,
he said
or
something about he has to pay him rent for owning this building or something like that.
okay. So
I don't understand.
and you said
what
Tom is not involved in this one, or not?
No, this is a Wisniewski deal. What happens is MAS Real Estate does a land contract with Anselmo Perez, and then Anselmo Perez is renting it to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I get it. Yeah, and so we've seen that a few times. Ultimately, it's the owner's responsibility, and
Can you tell me who the real owner is, so I know
This
who
guy.
to speak to?
well, Moss Real Estate Investments LLC, and
Okay.
typically, if you look this company up, they will have a registered agent.
Yeah, and no telephone number, only a cell phone number.
Well,
Yeah, you got it.
Got it. I know what LCC, I found out what that means
yeah.
too.
So, okay. So, but I think your biggest advocate in this particular case can be the city, and keep in touch with the building commissioner. Get his number yourself if you want to, and
So
say
if I
call him.
wanted to leave, how could I get my money back?
Well, we are not involved in that at all. I'm
That's what I
sorry.
thought.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
you could call legal aid, but, it wouldn't hurt to have as an exhibit the fact that the building is under demolition. That probably would help your case.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
Oh yes. Good luck to you. Thank you for coming out.
I just wanted to find out if I had a house or not.
No, nothing's going to happen, don't move out today, but you
No,
might
I-
want to start looking in the ads to see what else
Thank
is
you.
available.
All right.
All right, the next one is 4731 McCook. All right, no one is here. This is a property, it's an old brick residence with boarded-up windows and doors, soffit and fascia are missing or rotting, lots of debris on the property, garage is unpainted plywood. 4814 McCook. Photo shows a frame residence with a sign on it saying "Caution Demolition." Lots of siding is missing, awnings have collapsed, visible holes in soffit and fascia, window is damaged, no one appears. 4821 McCook. No one here. This is a frame residence with missing siding, boarded-up windows, failing chimney, and a failing shed in the rear. 4745 Melville. This is a two-story residence. Windows are broken or boarded up. Brick veneer is separating. Part of the wall is missing, covered with a tarp. There is no power to the property. 4839 Melville. No one is here. Owner is listed as Cook. Photos show a frame residence with boarded-up windows, no power, rotting stairs, soffit and fascia showing visible holes. Here, enter order. 4933 Melville. This is an old commercial structure with a residence above it. Windows are boarded up or open. Bricks need tuck pointing. Roof is failing. 4934 Melville. All right, Mr. Nunez. Are you Mr. Nunez? Hi, Mr. Nunez. I'm Chris. Would you please state your name for the board?
Gilberto Nunez.
Could you please say what your intentions for the property are?
Well, supposedly the city of East Chicago bought it like 4 years ago, and
What, on taxes?
yeah, like years ago, and then nothing happened. Then here I go and I get another letter saying they bought it. They're taking ownership.
Oh,
Okay. And I went into Munster.
Yeah.
And the lady there told me, don't worry about it. It's
okay.
And I talked to James too about this.
Okay.
And
Well, there's actually two processes going on. So He received a notice, that's what's called as a 4.5 notice. You'll get a 4.6 notice. It's almost like that, but it says 4.6.
Yeah.
Indicating that this property is going up on tax sale. The city has not yet acquired it. That's why it's a 4.5. The 4.6 will be that the city is obtaining the deed. This is the condition of the property, though. Do you disagree with the condition of the property?
Yes,
Okay, does it not look like that?
yes.
Oh, it does. You don't disagree. I mean, it looks like somebody's crawling up on the roof and living up there.
Swirls. I mean,
Big ass.
I haven't done nothing because I donated it like years ago and nothing happened.
You donated to the city?
To this, yeah,
Okay, I
to
thought-
James.
Well-
I mean, and no, nothing happened. And then here I go again saying that
Okay.
the city bought it. No, they got it on tax sale.
All
So
right.
it's been years, and I keep going through this.
Well,
you know?
no, I think he really needs to speak to Mr. Portalatin because obviously there was obviously a donation agreement that didn't happen that we could probably accomplish right now and which would probably work out to your benefit.
No, years ago I've been, I gave it away to the city.
So your desire is you no longer are interested in having the property?
Yes.
Can I have your phone number, please?
708
Uh-huh.
473
Uh-huh.
7111.
Oh, wait, what?
7111?
7111?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds
So-
lucky.
So yes, since the city is going to enter a demolition order, I mean, there's an easier way to take possession. There's a partnership way to do it, so.
And I've been like 4 or 5 years ago, I thought the city would, take over
Mhm.
and.
No, I understand. Obviously, just the paperwork probably didn't get done. But
and
now,
I even hired a lawyer and no.
see,
Okay.
now I'm aware of it, so I will see that it gets done. So-
Okay,
And I talked to,
Yes,
sure. Okay, so for today, I think does it still make sense to enter the demolition order?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you for coming out, and we'll try to get this straightened out.
So.
You're done. You're good. Don't worry, nothing bad's gonna happen to you, I promise.
All right, thank you.
5012 Melville. Okay, no one is here. This is an old commercial structure with hanging gutters, rotting brick, rotting boarded or missing windows. Okay, we already did 5022. 4428 Olcott. Okay. I was running out of people in the audience, so. Are you Mr. Ortiz or Mr.
Yes,
Wa-
Jesus Luis Ortiz.
Okay. Can you pull out the pictures, Mr. Ortiz? Ooh, dear, Mr. Ortiz, is this the property?
Yeah, those are outdated though.
Oh, well, do you have some new pictures?
No, you're gonna look at it anyway.
Pardon?
You guys are probably gonna look at it again anyway, so
Okay.
why spend the money?
Mr. Ortiz, though, this is the property, is that correct?
Yeah, it looks like, but that's all corrected. All this is all in compliance now.
Do you have some permits to show me?
It's, the city put the boards on, I just took them down. Charged me $800 for that. If they did it wrong, I'd like my money back.
All right, do you have anything to show that you've made repairs?
No,
Do you
you're
have-
gonna do that anyway. I'm a retired contractor, this is all superficial.
All right, well, Mr. Ortiz, the photos I have, that shows that the windows are boarded up.
Those are out of date.
The chimney is failing, needs tuck pointing. There's a ton
Been
of
done.
debris in the yard, and
Been
there are
cleaned.
abandoned vehicles on the property,
Gone.
and there's no power. Do you have power now?
Don't want power yet. Nobody lives there. I'm not ready for power.
So you're admitting that there's no power, there's no NIPSCO to the property?
That's correct, by choice.
All right, now, Mr. Ortiz, what are your plans for the property?
To fix it up, I'm hoping to have it ready, possibly to move in, but not move in, actually. Haven't decided. I'd like to go away for the winter. I may just close it up. I gotta put shutters on or something because there's a lot of crime in that area. We've been broken in twice, all of the windows, but that's been corrected. And I plan on doing a lot more than's been asked of me. These were reasonable requests. I have no problem with that. It's been done. It's been a while, if you want to complain about that. That's because of problems I had with getting the proper recorded. That I did bring a copy to show you that it should no longer be a problem contacting me. I have full authority on it now. Quit deed, I believe it's going through this time. It was just typographical errors, and they wouldn't accept my copy of the land contract as evidence. But this is dated 6/20, as accepted.
So you became the owner of the property last week Thursday?
I became the owner of the property over a year ago, but it took the county recorder over a year to get this recorded.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
So I think I hear a couple things, but the most important is that this order of demolition, which we will enter today, it gives you a set time frame to make the needed repairs.
They're done.
Pardon?
The repairs are done.
Mr. Ortiz, it has to have power. It's not considered.
Why? I don't live there.
Because it has to be in habitable condition. The reason people keep breaking in is they think it's just a place to go party.
If I got news for you, they break in a lot of places. I
Okay,
don't see
so,
why I'm compelled.
well, here's the thing is this, and again, if the repairs are indeed done, like you said, are done, that is great. The building department will go out like you says, and then we will remove the demolition order. But if the repairs have not been done, because you did mention that you plan to possibly do some repairs after the winter, or maybe button the place up, whatever it is, whatever the repair list that they have been giving you, it has to meet the standards of the building department.
I understand that.
And
We're talking about power. We're talking about.
Well, again, whatever, it all boils down to what's on the list from the building department. Okay, and if whatever is on their list, if it meets that standard, and if it's already done, like you're saying it's done, then everything is fine. If it doesn't meet that, I want you to know that this is not a long-term where you can have a year to make these repairs, and you did say it was okay to complain maybe about the time frame, and that's probably what landed us here today. So I appreciate any repairs that you have done, but if it has to meet that standard, or else the demolition will take place, and the time is ticking on that. So I think, thanks for coming out, giving us your side. We're going to accept the recommendation, and I will ask the building commissioner if the repairs are done, we can just pull this off. If they're not done, you need to be fully aware that the demolition will be proceeding. So that's where the position of this particular board.
My issue is forcing me to put power on. I don't want to do that. That's an unnecessary expense for me at this time.
Okay, well, here's the thing I'm saying. Plead your case to the building department.
Right.
And again, if you're going to do shutters and button up for the winter, that may be acceptable for them. We're not going to adjudicate, or we're not even judges, but we're not going to really deal with that, right? Talk to the building department.
He knows now.
That's great. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Ortiz.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Let me know about that. You're welcome to, this is mine.
No, this is mine.
You gave me mine?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we only have two properties left. We have 418 Vernon. Is anybody here? Okay, no one's here. This is a brick two-story residence with the brick on the front's falling off, which is the wall is exposed underneath. The bricks have started to fall into the gangway and the roof is collapsing. And then we have 4931 Bering, which we are actually redid. Is there? Okay. All right, and that's Gonzalez Real Estate Holdings?
Yes.
All right, let me show you the photographs. We redid this property from last time because there was an issue with the notice. So I'm showing you the photographs of 4931 Bering. Is that what the property looks like?
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody living in this one?
No, it's vacant.
All right, what are your plans for the property?
We just bought it 6 months ago, and we are planning to rehab it within 90 to 100 days.
Okay.
And it's 4 or 5 units, so it will take some time.
Now, was there 4 or 5 units? I know that there's, you might have to go to zoning if it's going to be over 4. Well, at least that's my understanding. I could be mistaken. That'd be something you want to look into.
Okay, so as the same case, I mean, if you're doing repairs, just make sure your time frame fits within the building department's time frame, and it covers all of the aspects, all the components on the repair list required by the building department. So thank you for appearing.
Do we have a phone number for you, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Area code 616-227-9910.
9910? Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Now,
It looked like we had somebody came in late.
I'm sorry, what property were you here for?
Oh, no, I was just seeing where my identified.
Oh, sorry, which one, 3524? 3805, correct? Yeah, they were here, they were here. All right, I'm sorry. My apologies. Nobody else, I don't believe, has come in. There's some cute little kids here, but other than that,
Okay.
nobody else has come in. So, with the exception of 3518 Pennsylvania, which has been continued, it is the building department's recommendation that an order to demolish be entered for the remaining properties that are not 3518 Pennsylvania.
When we have a recommendation, a motion to accept that recommendation.
I so move.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have no.
No questions. We'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. And if I could just collect any photographs?
Yes, here are these here.
And just please don't let 3518.
Yes, I have that one on top, right here. It's unsigned on top. All right, well, we can do that here.
You have to worry about an accident.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. There is no old business before us. Any participation from the audience? There's no audience participation. Our next regular meeting will be Wednesday, July 11th at 5 p.m. If there's nothing else before us, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and probably second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. All right. Here.